The bowl of white rice you eat every day is more than just starch. It is a ticking sugar bomb waiting to explode in your system. For the elderly, this common habit is silently poisoning your blood vessels and causing you to age much faster than nature ever intended. I am Dr. Thomas Reed, and today I will expose 5 deadly mistakes that 90% of people make when consuming their daily rice. When your blood becomes thick with sugar, your internal organs begin to suffocate, leading to a cascade of metabolic failures difficult to reverse. We often ignore the most common foods, but white rice has become a silent killer for the aging population, lacking the metabolism of youth. If you are over 60, your body can no longer process these massive glucose spikes, turning a simple meal into a direct assault on your heart. In this video, we will break down the science of why your rice is hurting you and how you can fix it starting today at home. Pay close attention, because these 5 mistakes are often hidden in plain sight, disguised as healthy or traditional ways of cooking and eating. Why is white rice so dangerous? It all comes down to the speed of digestion and the metabolic process we call lipogenesis, or fat creation. Unlike whole grains, white rice has been stripped of its protective shell, allowing your body to convert it into pure sugar almost immediately. With a glycemic index score over 73, white rice sits in the high-risk zone, causing an immediate and violent surge in your blood chemistry. Clinical studies confirm that high GI diets are directly linked to the rapid degradation of pancreatic function in older adults today. By age 60, your pancreas has significantly less reserve. It cannot produce enough insulin to quench the fire of a sudden white rice sugar spike. Eating 1 standard bowl of white rice is metabolically equivalent to consuming 10 full teaspoons of pure sugar directly into your vascular system. When that sugar enters the blood and cannot be used for energy, your liver is forced to convert it into dangerous visceral fat around your organs. This visceral fat is biologically active, releasing inflammatory chemicals that further damage your arteries and increase your risk of cardiovascular failure. Every spike counts. Each time your sugar hits these levels, microscopic tears form in the delicate lining of your veins, leading to permanent scarring. We must rethink the staple of our diet. What was once energy for farmers is now a metabolic burden for the modern, sedentary senior citizen. Understanding the chemistry of your food is the first step to reclaiming your health and preventing the slow destruction of your body's vital systems. Mistake number 1 is cooking your rice until it is too soft or mushy. While easy to chew, this texture is a metabolic disaster for you. This process, known as gelatinization, breaks down the molecular bonds of the starch, making it extremely easy for enzymes to turn it into sugar. The softer the rice, the faster it enters your bloodstream. You are essentially pre-digesting the sugar, removing the body's natural timing controls. Many elderly people prefer soft rice for comfort, but you are trading temporary ease of eating for long-term arterial damage and insulin spikes. This rapid absorption overwhelms your system's ability to respond, forcing your body into a state of emergency every single time you eat. Mistake number 2 is eating white rice alone without any significant fiber or protein accompanying it as a buffer. Consuming pure starch without a buffer is a severe health hazard. You are giving your body a concentrated dose of glucose with no internal defense. Fiber acts as the metabolic brake for your digestion. When you eat plain white rice, you have effectively removed the brakes from a speeding sugar train. Without fiber, the transit time in your gut is too fast, leading to an immediate absorption that your aging liver cannot handle efficiently anymore. This habit is common in quick lunches, but it is a recipe for chronic inflammation and sustained high blood sugar levels. When combined with vegetables, the starch is trapped in a fibrous matrix, slowing the release of sugar and protecting your pancreas from sudden heavy workloads. Time is of the essence. The faster the sugar hits, the more damage it does. Plain rice is the fastest route to metabolic decline for seniors. Think of your stomach as a chemical reactor. If you only put in 1 highly reactive ingredient, the reaction will be violent and difficult to contain. Many people feel tired after a meal of plain rice. That is not satisfaction. It is a sugar crash after a dangerous internal spike in glucose. Over time, this constant flooding causes your cells to become deaf to insulin, leading to type 2 diabetes and permanent reliance on medications.
Mistake number 3 is your eating order.
If rice is the first thing that touches your tongue, you are setting yourself up for a disaster. Starting your meal with refined carbs causes an instantaneous rise in glucose. There is nothing in your stomach to block the absorption of the starch. According to the British Medical Journal, simply changing the order of what you eat can reduce your peak blood sugar by more than 30%. Eating vegetables and protein first creates a physical and chemical barrier, a protective shield that slows the sugar's entry into your sensitive bloodstream. One path leads to internal inflammation and vascular stress, while the other maintains a steady, calm flow of energy for your brain and muscles. Don't let tradition dictate your health. Changing your sequence is free, easy, and can save your life without changing a single ingredient. This simple mechanical trick keeps your glucose levels within a safe range, preventing the caking of sugar on your blood proteins and tissues. Mistake number 4 is reheating leftover rice multiple times. While it seems convenient, the chemical structure of the starch changes significantly. Reheating can further break down the crystalline structure of the rice, making it even faster to digest than when it was freshly cooked. Each cycle of cooling and reheating can alter the starch. If done improperly, you are creating a highly reactive substance that mimics pure syrup. Furthermore, old rice can harbor bacteria that produce toxins, adding an inflammatory load to your body that your immune system must fight. This combination of high sugar and potential toxicity is a double blow to your liver, the organ responsible for filtering your blood and metabolism. For a senior, food safety and metabolic stability are paramount. Do not risk your vascular health for the sake of not wasting a small bowl. If you must eat leftovers, ensure they are handled with extreme care, but realize the metabolic cost is often higher than you might suspect. Consistency in your mistakes leads to chronic disease. These daily habits are the bricks that build the wall of your future health crises. Mistake number 5 is simply portion size. Most people eat 2 to 3 times the amount of rice their sedentary bodies actually require. For an elderly person, your energy needs have dropped, yet your plate remains as full as it was when you were 20 years old and active. You are forcing your blood vessels to carry a load 5 times higher than their capacity, leading to hypertension and weakened arterial walls. Modern milling processes are designed for shelf life, not for your health. This process removes phytic acid, a vital component for sugar regulation. Phytic acid in the bran helps modulate the insulin response. By eating polished white rice, you have removed the very medicine nature provided to protect you. We are eating empty calories that demand more from our body to process than they give back in terms of real, usable, and protective nutrition. This lack of micronutrients, combined with excess sugar, creates a state of overfed but undernourished, leading to the rapid decay of your vitality. The whiter and cleaner the rice looks, the more dangerous it is for your glucose levels. It is a refined product, not a whole food anymore. Let's look deeper. Excess sugar doesn't just sit there. It acts like sandpaper, physically scratching the delicate endothelial lining of your vascular system. Your body tries to heal these scratches with cholesterol and calcium, creating the very plaques that lead to heart attacks and strokes in your sleep. This chronic inflammation is the silent driver of kidney failure, nerve damage, and the tragic loss of vision that many seniors face today. The brain is especially sensitive. Sugar-induced vascular damage is a primary cause of cognitive decline and the onset of dementia later in life. Your kidneys are your body's filters. When blood is like syrup, these filters clog and die, leading to the nightmare of dialysis and organ failure. Even your eyes are not safe. Diabetic retinopathy is caused by these same sugar spikes, destroying the tiny, fragile vessels that allow you to see. White rice, when eaten this way, is no longer food. It is a slow-acting poison that dismantles your body from the inside out, grain by grain. But there is hope. You do not need to give up rice completely. You simply need to change the chemistry of how you prepare and serve it. Apply my immunity formula. Mix 50% white rice with 50% whole grains like millet, quinoa, or beans to lower the glycemic load. Here is a professional secret. Adding 1 teaspoon of healthy fats like coconut oil or olive oil while cooking creates resistant starch. This fat coating makes the starch harder to break down, meaning it passes through your system without causing that dangerous spike in your blood glucose. A splash of vinegar before or during your meal can further stabilize your response, keeping your blood as calm and smooth as a peaceful river. This version of your meal is rich in minerals, vitamins, and the fiber your body craves to maintain its youth and its vital structural integrity.
By making these small changes, you turn your dinner from a metabolic burden into a source of true, long-lasting healing for your golden years. Your health is truly in your hands, sitting right there in the rice bowl you choose. Please, change your habits before your blood vessels start to scream. Share this vital information with your loved ones. We can prevent millions of cases of diabetes and heart disease simply by changing how we eat rice. Remember, sharing is saving. Every person you tell is one less person at risk of a preventable stroke or the loss of their independence. I am Dr. Thomas Reed. Thank you for your time today, and I look forward to seeing you in our next deep dive into clinical medical science.